These developers and people from all over the country is coming to this area. And you know, if you look it up, Point Breeze, South Philadelphia is one of the hottest spots right now.
$500,000 across the list.
For rent to go as expensive as it has gone in the past few years, I think there needs to be people talking, people in charge with a platform to speak for people who don't have a chance to speak for themselves.
Well, I'm sorry that it takes them to bring other nationalities in to be able to change and do things better here.
See, when people come into low-income neighborhoods and start buying up property and raising the prices higher than what the people that used to live here that can afford. And if you look behind us where we're standing right here today, this used to be the chocolate candy factory. And they get ready to tear this down and build houses that's going to be outrageous.
But it's happening. I feel that our politicians in some way should save those that have been here more than 50 years. I was 8 years, and when I was 8 years old, my mother told me that they would be back in 50 years.
Oh, well, it's true.
I am there now. They're back.
And so they didn't come in. The problem that I have is not that you come to bring an area up, but you come and you're not inclusive of the area. You're overshadowing and you're taking over. And so the long-term residents just are not considered.
But for people who's not working people, they look at it as being pushed out.
I think that is, you know, they kind of took advantage of a lot of the elderly people, because South Philadelphia has always been an area where they have a lot of homeowners. And now a lot of the homeowners are getting older, and a lot of investors came to this community knowing that a lot of these elderly people didn't have a lot of financial information on housing, and they were able to trick them into refinancing their homes. That the house is free and clear. They've been in these homes for 80 years, and they talked a lot of these elderly people to refinance their homes and take on another mortgage, or they trick them and say, hey, we give you $40,000, and knowing that the property value of the house is $320,000.
These people got upset with me about doing work for these folks, these developers. I was so upset at the time, because I'm telling them I'm a contractor. This is what I do for a living. It ain't like something I'm jumping on a bandwagon just to make a couple dollars. This is what I do.
How do you feel about gentrification, and how does it affect you?
Well, it affects me in terms of is raising property value.
What does gentrification mean to you?
Well, I have mixed feelings about gentrification.